All right, what's going on, everybody? If you're having trouble with your 2009-ish or 2010, I believe, Dodge Journey not starting, I seen a couple posts online about getting a about the negative ground terminal not getting enough good contact, and every so often I guess corrosion and stuff will build in, and it won't allow the car to start, right away. So it'll take like 15, 20 tries just to get the car to start. So the video I seen, the guy said he bolted it into a terminal block on the transmission or the engine. So I found the spot that he was talking about. Now, when I tried to do it, I tried to put it on the one of the studs by the struts, and that didn't seem to work out too well. I guess it wasn't getting a good enough contact. So I'm going to be taking it off of the stud on the strut, and I'm going to mount it on that engine block that he was talking about. So right here, I'm just cleaning everything off. Nothing too major going on. And I would suggest using a wire brush and not the power tools like I was using. The wire brush will do just as good a job. I was just using this because my wire brush it has a lot of oil and stuff on it, and I didn't feel like cleaning it off. And also, you're supposed to remove the negative terminal off of the battery when you're doing stuff like this, but the battery is, you have to take the wheel off just to even get to the battery. So I suggest wearing like some rubber gloves or mechanics gloves or something like that to help reduce your risk of getting shocked and stuff. And when you're tightening this up, make sure to not over tighten it. Just get it somewhat snug. The only reason why I tried to clean it right there was, just in case that black plate, in case that was some type of paint or something like that, that would prevent the ground terminal from getting good contact. And so right here, this is where you would need your rubber gloves and stuff like that right here, taking this off. So you can see, and if you look in the back, you can see where I've scraped it before. And it's like layers and layers of paint, and then like if you're looking at it, I'm not even sure, like it doesn't even feel like metal, or maybe it's like aluminum or something like that. But I decided, hey, just go ahead and clean it off. I'd rather do this than risking the car not starting again. I wanted to try to do everything right. So I wanted to try to grind down as much as I could around that bolt area, so when those bolts go in, they have some type of extra metal to contact to. Now I did use battery cleaner. You don't have to do this. I even suggest not using battery cleaner, but at this point I was just willing to try anything. So when you spray battery cleaner on, you leave it on there, then you're gonna see it change colors, and then you're gonna clean it off. I just used some brake cleaner to spray and clean mine off, but to make sure you wipe it down really good when you do that also. And also take like a damp rag, not too wet, and then you clean the brake cleaner off when you're done spraying it. And if you don't feel comfortable using brake cleaner to clean it off, you don't have to use that. You can just wipe it down with a rag. Yeah, so don't even use the brake cleaner. Just get like a damp rag and wipe the or like damp paper towel, and wipe the battery acid off. I mean the battery cleaner off. That's if you use the battery cleaner. you're gonna hear that little bit. You know, when that contact accidentally hits that, it's gonna trigger the like alarm and stuff. So what I didn't show is I put the that main bolt on first, and I screwed it in, and I put the one that I added in the middle of all of that. So the one that I added is in the middle, and the one that came stock with the car is in the back and then in the front. Once again, use some rubber gloves or mechanics gloves if you're doing this, because it's just so hard to get to the battery. I just didn't feel like taking the tire off and removing that negative terminal off of that battery. And when you do this, you want to just get it, you know, somewhat tight. You don't want to over tighten it and risk stripping anything. Just make sure it's tight enough to the point where you know you don't feel like those cords and stuff moving. See right there, I'm checking the cords to make sure they're not moving. Make sure they got good contact. Then I'm just gonna go in the car and start it. Now I'm gonna have my wife drive this around, and I'm gonna drive it around also for, you know, 20 days or so. Then we'll know if it works. Because if it doesn't do it within this time period, I'm pretty sure it's a good fix.